Ranking Chapter 5 Season 1 Battle Pass skins. So first off, we've got Oscar, just the normal style. He looks kind of cool, but not too exciting. I'm going to give him B tier. Next up, we have Nisha. It's mostly fine, but I don't really like the mask. It's kind of strange. Not a huge fan. So I'm just going to put this one in D tier. Next is Valeria. I think it's quite a cool skin. It's like cool hair color and all that. Bio's nice, so I'm going to put this one. This is one of my favourites out of all of them. So this is going in S tier. Now we have Peter, and while like it's cool that there's like the collab and stuff, I still don't think he looks that cool, and I hold to my judgment. He's just not that good of a skin. But some people think he's like the best one, but I just don't see it. C tier. Next we have Montague. I think the skin is actually pretty cool, with like nice kind of like long coat thing. It's just overall quite a nice outfit. I think I'm going to put it in A tier. Next we have Hope. Now this is like the tier 1 skin. It's not a bad skin, looks pretty nice, but not as good as some of the other ones. So I'm going to put it in low A tier. Next we have Vengeance Jones, and this is one of my favourites as well. He just looks overall super sick. I mean, some people think he's kind of boring, but I think he's quite a nice skin, so overall I think he deserves S tier. Next we have Snake, and yes, quite a nice collab. He doesn't look too bad. Just got like headband and everything straight from the games. I'll give him a B tier. Next we have this variant of Hope, and this is alright. I'd say it's not as good as the main one because the colours are just like a bit strange, but this one's going in high B tier. Next up we have this style of Valeria, and I'm not a huge fan of this, mainly because like the hair just doesn't look right to me, and the colours just, I don't know, something about them don't work together. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. C tier. Next we have this pretty cool variant of Montague. He's like made of diamonds or something. It looks pretty cool. It's all shiny and reflects, like reflection and stuff. And the eyes like blue. This is like also one of my favourites. I'm gonna say S tier above Vengeance Jones. Next we have this variant of Nisha, and this one, I'd say this one looks quite a lot better than the first one because the colours black and gold go better together than white and gold, in my opinion, on this kind of skin. But even so, the mask just doesn't sit right. Just don't like it that much. So I'm gonna put it in very low C tier. Now we have Champion Oscar. He looks kind of cool. I don't like him as much as the first one because it's all like continuous colour and stuff, and I'm not sure, something about him doesn't look that cool. So I'm gonna put him in at the top of C tier, right below normal Oscar. Next is Gold Plated Peter. The suit is just all like one gold colour. It's not a very like pleasing gold colour to look at either, especially when it's like all over the suit. So this one is definitely worse than the normal, in my opinion. So it's gonna go at the end of D tier. Now right now there's not really any way to see Binocular Snake in game, or any way that I know of. So I'm just going to judge from this picture here, and the binoculars, they look really strange. They just don't look right with the like the red eyes and stuff. It looks really, really strange. So I'm going to put it him at the bottom of C tier. Next we have this variant of Vengeance Jones with like nice shading, and then it's just red and white, which I'm not a huge fan of because like prefer it with some colour, but even so it's quite a nice skin because of the shading, and it's just in general he looks pretty cool, and he's similar to the regular style. So I'm going to put him at somewhere in A tier because he's not as good as the main version, in my opinion, because there's no colour. So I'm going to put him under Hope in A tier. Next we have this variant of Hope, and it's like there's a nice red jacket and stuff, but I just don't think the colours go as well as with the normal variant, but they're definitely better than the pink one. The pink one looks kind of strange. So I'm going to put it at either the top of B tier or the bottom of A tier, because it's definitely above the pink one. Because the pink one doesn't look right. I'm going to go ahead and just put this one in A tier at the bottom. Next up we have this variant of Montague, and he's pretty much the same, but the coat's different. but I don't like the coat because of the texture and the colour. They do look nice, but not as nice as the main version. It's still a really nice skin, but I prefer the other one better. So I'm going to put him at the top of B tier. Next we have this version of Misha, and this is actually horrific. The colours look actually terrible together. Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't like this skin at all. There's nothing about it which I like. Not even the colour combinations, not the mask, nothing. It just all looks really, really weird to me. Complete bottom of D tier. Next we have Shock Brawler Oscar, and this one kind of looks alright, but like the light blue and the navy kind of blue, I'm not sure, something about them just stands out too much to look nice. I'm not entirely sure about this one, so I'm gonna put him below Peter in C tier. Next we have Peter with a top hat, and he looks alright. Definitely way better than the gold one, but I'm not so sure as a whole though. He's going near the bottom of C tier. I'm gonna say below Nisha. Next we have Underground Jones, and this one is like just perfect because it's Vengeance Jones, which I liked, with cool shading, and it looks so cool. It's like Duotone Jones but with colour, and it's just one of the coolest, if not the coolest, looking outfit in the Battle Pass this season. So for that reason I'm putting it right at the top of S tier. It's my favourite skin so far. And lastly we have this kind of green version of Valeria, and it looks kind of nice. It's not like, it's definitely better than the black one, but it's not as good as the main one in my opinion. But it's definitely up there. It looks quite nice as a skin as a whole. So I'm gonna say above Duotone Jones in A tier. And there we go, that's the tier list done. So the link will be in the description so you can make your own. Record your own video if you want, or just like upload it somewhere and share it with me. I'm quite curious to see what you think, and feel free to absolutely roast me in the comments on how bad my ranking is, but this is just my opinion, so yours will definitely be different. Thanks for watching, make sure you make your own.